What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name is Prodigy, and welcome to another Kingdom Hearts video on the channel. Today, guys, we're going to be continuing off of last video, where we were talking about the Chain of Memories Ultimania once again. We covered a lot of stuff about Riku's story, and some old Kingdom Hearts projects that hadn't come out around then, like the card game, trading card game, and the Kingdom Hearts VCast game that came out around that time as well. Some very interesting comments from Nomura, and if you want to watch more about that video, then you can simply click the card above in the top right, or finish this video and wait until the end, where the end card will be presented to you with a playlist of everything we've covered thus far. Today, though, we're going to be getting right back into the Ultimania business, and we're going to be talking a lot about how Nomura wanted to end Chain of Memories and what his plans for the future were at that time. Today is also going to be the last episode in the Chain of Memories Ultimania series, so yeah, we got a lot more videos out of this Ultimania than I thought we would, but let's go ahead and get right into this. Within yourself, have you been thinking far in terms of the story of the world of Kingdom Hearts? No, for now it's been decided on how KH2 will end, but I really haven't been thinking beyond that. All the enigmas that arose in Kingdom Hearts and Chain of Memories will be solved in Kingdom Hearts 2, so it is possible to end it all then and there. However, quite a few new mysteries are glimpsed at in Kingdom Hearts 2, so it isn't impossible to create another story afterwards. The question now is, shall it be done? But will Kingdom Hearts 2 feature secret movies that glimpse into a possible sequel again? I quite like secret movies, so there might be something in Kingdom Hearts 2, but first we need to finish Kingdom Hearts 2, laughs. Finally, how do you feel now that you've finished Chain of Memories? In the days following the release, I felt similarly to the way I felt after that of the previous installment. The players were first saying, not that we're complaining, but it is a kind of worrying title, and similar feedback rose. This is what I call a good feeling. Indeed, similarly to the previous installment, as the feedback of more and more players came to me, the popularity increased, and that makes me really happy. Alright, so pausing right quick, this part of the Ultimania actually kind of confirms a sort of mindset in the Kingdom Hearts community. I won't say confirms, but it gives a little bit more validity behind the mindset in the community, that everything Kingdom Hearts 1 to Kingdom Hearts 2, Chain of Memories in Kingdom Hearts 2, some people even kind of include days in that as well, but mostly 1, Chain of Memories, and 2 is kind of its own little separate thing, because Kingdom Hearts 2 had definitely the most conclusive ending in the entirety of the Kingdom Hearts series, and Nomura wrote it from what we're seeing here, even though he hadn't finished the game at that time, so I'm interested to see how this mindset develops as we read the Kingdom Hearts 2 Ultimania. Nomura was prepared for Kingdom Hearts 2 to be the final game. In Kingdom Hearts 1, that was going to be the only game in the series, but through fan demand and through the teases of the secret ending, we did end up getting a sequel, and another sequel. So to say that everything after Kingdom Hearts 2 is definitely a little bit different, you're not completely wrong about that. I'm sure Nomura has ideas at this point for a story going further, and it isn't impossible as he states, but at this point in his mind, he was prepared, or he would have been satisfied maybe if Kingdom Hearts 2 was the final game. But as he says in this question, they still have to finish Kingdom Hearts 2, because at this point, like, he has most of it written out, probably most of it developed, but they just haven't finished the game. The previous installment for a contemporary game has become quite a long-running hit. Indeed, but this installment isn't exactly the concept I originally had in mind. As well as being portable, it was designed so that you could interrupt your game at any time, but with Chain of Memories, once you start, it's hard to put down. That is a truly happy feeling. So much data in such a small cartridge, which I think is for players to explore. It is all connected with Kingdom Hearts 2, so I really hope that fans of the previous installment will play this game. When we play Chain of Memories, we really begin to feel anxious for Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 is a lot faster than the previous installment, but still within limits, but please look forward to it. Though I can't really say this myself, Kingdom Hearts 2 is really looking to become a bloody great episode. It's as if we crammed into it all we thought of Kingdom Hearts and Chain of Memories. The volume of it isn't exactly many times that of the previous installment, but I'm really beginning to scratch my heart as to if it's all going to hold on a single DVD or ROM. We're eager to find out what new worlds will be featured too. We've already revealed Mulan's world, but there will also be a very surprising world, as much as the Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween Town was in the previous installment. You'll probably think, what is he thinking? The characters of those worlds will also be very well modeled, as we have worked hard on those polygons. I'm going to assume that world they're talking about is Port Royal, because that's probably the most surprising world to be in that game. Can't think of anything else that would be on par with Nightmare Before Christmas and KH1. The more we talk about it, the more we want to play Kingdom Hearts 2, but when exactly will it be released? Due to a lot of factors, it is very difficult to say at this point. All I can say is that it will be released after Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. And then we have a secret that only he knows. Every single Ultimania has this. The 13 members of the organization, as well as having numbers, have powers attributed to each of them. Thus, Axel was fire, Larxene was thunder, Lexaeus was earth, and Marluxia's flower sharped. Sight was representing his power over flowers. And that is the end of the Chain of Memories Ultimania. It's weird because I feel like I've made probably just as many videos as I have with the KH1 Ultimania, but it almost feels like this series was shorter in a way. But we will be moving on to the Days and Kingdom Hearts 2 Ultimanias later on down the road. I still haven't decided yet as of the making of this video whether I'm going to do Days first or KH2 first. I'm tempted to replay Days before I do the Days one, so I might just end up doing KH2's ones to keep you guys like entertained as I'm playing that game, but we'll see how things go. But talking about what we just read in the last parts of that interview, we already knew the secret that only he knew, but at the time it was probably oblivious to other people, but I still feel like people might have been able to guess that. They sure talk about Kingdom Hearts 2 a lot in this Ultimania. It's like the Kingdom Hearts 3 of back then, though to a way lesser degree, because you were only waiting for KH2 for like 3-4 years. KH3, yeah, we all know that story. It's really nice here to read about how popular Kingdom Hearts really was during that time period, because Kingdom Hearts was a like massive hit and ended up being one of the PS2's best performing games. There's a reason that that game sparked an entire universe that we know today, that we know, love, and cherish to this very moment. It was truly unique for its time period and really sparked something different for the gaming culture. There was a huge risk in creating a game like Kingdom Hearts, but it turned out so well, and it wouldn't have happened without people like Nomura and the rest of the Kingdom Hearts team. It's also really cool to see their passion for a game like Chain of Memories and Kingdom Hearts 2. You could tell that they put a lot of thought and effort and passion into Kingdom Hearts 2 and Chain of Memories, the world that they were trying to establish before it, introducing the organization members and teases for characters like Roxas and teases for Riku's story arc and characters like Diz and Mickey. Actually, Chain of Memories was the only Kingdom Hearts game at the time that featured Mickey as prominently as it did. Maybe still to this day, I feel like Mickey might have more screen time-ish. I don't know if screen time is the right word. He might have more of a role in Chain of Memories than he does in any other Kingdom Hearts game, which is quite crazy to think about, because just in the next game, you go from KH1, where they're only allowed to use him in one cutscene. They definitely optimize that usage of him very nicely, to being able to have a whole story that like basically had him as the secondary character in Riku's story. That progression is really nice to see and read. Like these Ultimanias, it's almost like I'm reading like a storybook on how Nomura's mindset was throughout the development of the Kingdom Hearts series, and I feel like that's the aspect of reading this, of making these videos, that I definitely like the most. Going through KH1's Ultimania, Chain of Memories, basically doing it kind of in release order in a way. I think that's how I'm going to do it. The KH2, Days, etc. It's going to feel like, it has felt like we've just been reading like a diary on how Nomura has felt throughout the entirety of like this series development, and I feel like that's really special to read out loud. Once again though, thank you to the translators of these Ultimanias, because I would not be sitting here reading this if people before me hadn't went out of their way to translate it. I mean, I'm making videos about this to make some extra discussion and to publicize the Ultimanias a little bit more, but you could easily go out of your way and read these for yourselves as well if you ever want to go back and read some of these things without my commentary. Links are always down below in the description to KH Insider, KH13. Those are the two prominent Kingdom Hearts news sites that I use for a lot of my news on these Kingdom Hearts videos. Kingdom Hearts 3, 2, 1, any of them really. directly. Their links are always down below in the description, so if you want to go ahead and support those sites, they've been up for a long time, way longer than this channel has been doing its thing, then go ahead and show your support. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, share the video with a friend or a family member, and last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the union, all you have to do is hit that red little subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.